As we head towards May, will more extreme weather be on the way? I'll be breaking that all down coming up in this video. Howdy y'all, welcome back. I know I've been gone for quite a while, took a little break, but it looks like we do have some severe weather in store for the next 7 days. The emergency risk has been issued here in the green from Wyoming all the way down into Texas. Now the main threat's going to be a low-end hail and damaging wind threat. No tornado threat to speak of, so that's good. As far as Wednesday's threats go, there is a slight risk that has been issued, spanning from Iowa all the way down into northern Oklahoma. Now all hazards are possible with a low-end tornado threat, which spans from Texas on up into Iowa. Damaging wind threat, which is a higher chance of seeing some damaging winds out there. There's a 50% chance in the same zone here in the yellow, and there's a bigger chance of seeing some large hail tomorrow, as there's a 50% hatched area spanning from Oklahoma on up into Iowa. Now as we head into Thursday, there is a slight risk spans from Texas on up into southeastern Missouri. And we can't exclude y'all in the marginal risk zone as well. Y'all could earn another gun as well. Now, we don't know the main hazards just yet, so please stay tuned. On Friday, looks like there is another chance of seeing some severe weather, as there is a 15% area for Texas, Louisiana, and parts of southwestern Mississippi. So let's go ahead and break down the future weather model to look at the exact time frame when you can expect the worst from the severe weather. All right, y'all, let's take a look at the HRRR model. Take a look at the marginal risk for today. It looks like storms ain't going to be initiating until right around 4 o'clock today up here in the northern marginal risk zone. Now, keep in mind this is just a low-end hail and wind threat, so make sure you have everything tied down that you don't want blown away, and have those cars in the garage if you don't want any hail damage. And as we head into Wednesday's severe weather threats, there's a slight risk. Looks like there's going to be 2 rounds of severe weather. The first round's going to be hitting early in the morning up here by Iowa. And then we're going to be getting a little bit of a break. It's going to be clearing out a little bit before some more severe weather is going to be coming through in the overnight hours into the early morning hours of Thursday, bringing with it a little bit of a squall line, as you can see. That's going to be resulting in some high winds and some large hail. Now, it looks like the severe weather that's going to be diminishing through the overnight hours, and that's going to turn it more into a flooding threat, as there is a slight risk for excessive rainfall. Now, we're going to lower our resolution down and take a look at the severe weather threats for Thursday down here in Texas all the way up into southeastern Missouri. Now this thing going to show us a very accurate time frame of when you could expect the worst. It looks like it's going to be a late evening into overnight event. As you can see, there's some supercells forming. Now I think this day is going to be a pretty significant severe weather day, and that's going to push eastward towards the Friday's 15% risk zone, which I think it's going to be happening from right around noon to 5 o'clock. Now, why do they issue severe weather risks for the next 3 days, you may ask? Looking at the temperature profiles, looks like it's going to be sustainable temperatures for the next coming days. It's going to be relatively high. As we look at the moisture in the atmosphere for the next 7 days, it's like we're going to have some pretty sustainable dew points as well for severe weather development. So the thermodynamics are definitely there for severe weather development. And lastly, I'm going to show you something called the significant tornadic parameters. This puts all the severe weather modes and puts it all together into one run. Spits out a total of 1 out of 10 on the tornadic scale, and I've worked the greatest environment in which you can see a tornado. Now that don't mean a tornado is going to happen within the whole zone, it just means that conditions are favorable. As we head into Thursday afternoon to Thursday evening, you can see the tornadic profiles are at a 5 out of 10. Pretty high on the tornadic scale. And I'm going to pull up a sounding, show y'all what I'm talking about. See, this is a tornadic sounding at right around 8 o'clock on Thursday. See, temperatures are in the upper 70s, dew points are in the mid 60s. Got a little bit of an elevated mixed layer, not as steep as it has been in the past. And we do have some curvature in the photographs over here, so definitely a lot of rotation in the atmosphere. We do have a lot of wind shear as well. So you see we got some veering winds at the surface. The winds start to back as we head into the middle of the atmosphere. And the Cape Bays are relatively high as well. Surface-based Cape at around 4,200. Mixed layer Cape at 3,200. So definitely a powder keg atmosphere for tornadic development for Thursday. So I think they'll upgrade that to possibly an enhanced risk. But either way, whatever risk you are under, slight risk, marginal risk, just please be weather aware. Know where to go when that tornado warning is issued, and never fear, a shelter is near. Now lastly, I want to show you the upper dynamics. This is the 500 millibar jet stream. This is basically how our weather forms, and basically troughs and ridges. You can see on Thursday it goes from a little neutral tilt to a negative tilt as it heads toward that slight risk zone. As we head into Friday evening, it looks like that jet stream is intensifying. So definitely going to be some bad weather for the next coming days. So other than severe weather, we do have some winter weather to talk about. Yes, I said winter weather, as we do have some winter storm warnings, watches, and advisories issued. So let's go ahead and take a look at the simulated radar when you could expect the worst from this winter storms. As I push this forward, it looks like down by California, this winter storm's not going to last all that long. So up there, upper elevation, it's going to be getting some snow. As we head into the winter storm warning area, it's going to be gaining intensity through the overnight hours, and it's going to be really gaining intensity over here in northeastern Montana up into Canada. And I expect that winter storm watch to be turned into a winter storm warning. And it looks like it's still going to be sticking around through Thursday evening. So it looks like it's going to be sticking around for quite some time. Now, how much snow could you expect from this snowstorm? Now, it looks like we're going to be dealing with about 1.5 feet of snow up here by Great Falls. Over here by Helena, looks like about 3 to 6 inches. More southwest you go. Bozeman looks like about 7 inches. Over here by California, I mentioned y'all, it's like about 1 or 2 inches of snow. Higher elevations could see more. As we look at the travel impacts for the next 3 days, it's like we're going to be experiencing some major impacts to some minor impacts up here. So if you have to get on the roads, please be careful, as it looks like some springtime winter storms are going to be in store. So let's go ahead and we'll take a look at what's coming up as we head towards May. Keep in mind, date time's up here above my head if you want to keep track. Now we'll get that winter weather out, northwest part of the country, where winter seems like it don't want to let go, which will bring upwards of 1.5 feet of snow to Montana. And we know we got the severe weather that's going to be impacting parts of the eastern part of the country the next 3 days. And after that, we're going to be dealing with some flooding, spanning from Ohio on down into Florida. And that's going to be getting out of here by Sunday, bringing with it a pretty big winter storm up here in Canada. And after that gets out of here, could be dealing with some more severe weather next week by the 26th, down here by Louisiana and Mississippi again. Now this is over 200 hours out. Keep that in mind. And it looks like as we head towards May, we're going to be having some mountain snow showers, so definitely good for the ski slopes out there, but it seems like old man winter don't want to let go. Now let's go and take a look at the temperature anomalies, see what the temperatures are going to look like as we head towards May. We know we've been dealing with some really nice temperatures out there, and we've been bathing in the sun. It looks like that pattern's going to continue for a little while before we're going to be cooling down a little bit by the 22nd. It looks like it's going to stay below average for quite some time out east. Now the southwest part of the country, you're going to be pretty fun in the sun and nice out there. And it looks like the Climate Prediction Center is in agreement with that. The eastern part of the country here in the blue is going to be below average. Now southwest and part of the country is going to be above average. Now over here in parts of Oregon and Washington, y'all going to be below average as well. Now as far as the 8 to 14 day outlook goes, not much has changed really. Just the below average temperatures include parts of southwestern Arizona into California, but really not much has changed really. Precipitation outlook looks like much of the country is going to be below average. Here in the orange, y'all below average. In the green, y'all are going to be above average for the next 16 days. As far as the 8 to 14 day outlook goes, looks like much of the country is going to be getting above average precip, while the parts of the orange part of the country is going to be experiencing below average. Now it looks like a wild pattern is in store as we head towards May. We got some severe weather and some winter weather which don't want to let go, but that is still good for the ski slopes. But if you live within the slight risk areas for the next coming days, please be weather aware, know where to go when that tornado warning goes off. Never fear your shelter is near, and if you live within the winter storm warning areas and you have to get out on the roads, please be careful, pack that safety kit with you. And it looks like as we head towards May, it looks like we're heading towards a below average temperature pattern. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching, and until next time, never stop forecasting.